Melanin Voices is a podcast geared towards building a community of those on a journey of self-discovery. We create space for guests and listeners to share their stories about their exploration of life, appreciation of the good, and how they overcame certain bullshit to get to where they are.
Every week, we take a dive into topics that affect each of our lives at one point or another. Hopefully, by hearing our voices, we will give you the courage to live authentically.
I'm Mariah, also known as Mariah Amazing.
And Una, hey! Now you are tuned into Melanin Voices.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Welcome everybody. How have you guys been? We miss you.
Yes, we definitely miss you. It's been forever. Don't hate us, you guys. But, just things be happening. Life be happening and things behind the scenes that y'all don't be knowing about, okay? So y'all better just, understand. Forgive. Because we will forgive y'all. But speaking of... Okay, that didn't coincide. I'm just like, let's just merge. I really did. I was like, speaking of forgive, our next topic is not the same thing.
She tried it.
Forgive yourself, kind of. It can actually go with that. Okay. But we'll segue into that later. How has your, I want to say weekend, but how was the end of the month of April for you?
The end of the month was good. I went to Atlanta, which was really fun.
Her first time.
A lot of black people everywhere.
Chocolate City.
But I still want to move to LA and not Atlanta.
Oh, okay. That's
maybe not LA. Maybe another part of California.
Maybe you might like San Diego.
I know. I want to go visit.
Yeah.
I want to go visit like 2 more parts of California before I decide where I want to move at. But it's definitely.
But she wants to go to California.
Yeah, that's for
Whether
sure.
it's LA, San Diego, Pomona, whatever, she wants to go to California.
Right.
Okay.
What about you? How was the end of your month?
But it was good. The end of my month was just still focused on planning a lot of stuff, actually.
Oh, man.
So if you all don't know, I am a part of a group called Black Creatives Weekend, and we're just trying to get all the creatives together for an event in the beginning of fall here in Denver, and we're just having a couple events leading up to that point. And so our first event was the game night, which was very successful. We had a few people there that we didn't even not a few, actually most of the room there, people that we did not know that found us via a group me message or just via word of mouth, and that was really cool to see them there in the space. So that was really successful, and we're getting ready for our next event, which is this upcoming Mother's Day. The day before Mother's Day, we're having a brunch with Black Mom's Blog. She'll be in town, and we're just gonna pamper the mommies because they deserve.
Right.
But yeah, so just stay tuned. You can follow us on Instagram or you can follow us on Facebook. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just help out with the behind the scenes stuff. So I'm not like the face of the group, but I help out behind the scenes. And then helping out my mom. Speaking of mothers, planning for her graduation event has been a lot, y'all. Like my mom is extra, but I mean, she deserves, she growing up, she didn't really have a lot of celebratory events. She didn't even have a baby shower for me being born. So she just wants to go big and out with a bang for her graduation to get her bachelor's, and she deserves. So.
Yeah, she definitely deserves.
But it has been a big planning process because her expectations are super, super, super high, and I'm like, hey, this is my actual real first event for my graduation. I didn't even give a damn. I just threw out some platters, and if y'all want to come on through. But if not, that's cool too. And we wrapped it up within an hour and a half. So. But, it's different. So family's coming in. So I'm going to be very dedicated these next couple weeks and just trying to make sure that runs smoothly for her when the time comes.
Yeah, the game night looked like so much fun. I was like,
it was really fun. They were like, you should do this again. I'm like, that wasn't the plan, but sure, if you guys are wanting it, sure.
I love games.
It was really fun. It was a blast. If you couldn't make it, I'm sorry, but we may have another soon. Who knows? Just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited for your mom's graduation party?
I am. I'm more excited. Right now I'm not excited. I'm actually stressed out about it, so I don't have the time or energy to be excited. But I am excited to have my family in town.
Yeah.
Like my cousins.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm excited to have them in town. I miss them. I hope that they miss me. Hopefully they miss me. My cousin Mimi will be here. She braids hair. She's like, of course she's my cousin, but I swear to God, she's like the best hair braider ever. and she'll be in town, so I'm getting my hair braided by my cousin. And if
course.
you all want to get your hair braided by her, you know,
Of course.
get your hair braided. Of course. Who else? You know, got to
Bruh.
County. But yeah, so I'm excited to see my grandma, my cousins, my auntie, and my uncle's coming too. My mom's brother.
Sounds like y'all having a family
We're having a
reunion.
family like celebratory event. It's gonna be like 7 or 8 of my family members coming, but I'm excited.
I hope it's...
They had never been to Colorado before. I think only
gosh.
3 of them have. My grandmother has back when I was like maybe 2 or 3. No, she actually came like when I was like 12 or 13 when she came to help my mom with her surgery. And then my aunt came for a little bit for my graduation, my high school graduation. And then my uncle came a while back when he was deciding if he wanted to live here or not. But yeah.
The turn up is going to be real.
My cousins have never been here and they think that Colorado is like we're riding on horses. And
A bunch of white people,
we hike
which
every
is-
day. We're in the mountains. Like their version or perception of Colorado is totally off. So, yeah, gotta like rework that framework for them
That's going to be fun.
and show them we live in the actual city. Like we're out here really living life.
Right, we out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks, Unicorn.
You're welcome for whatever.
Speaking of unicorns, a shout out to a podcast that Una likes. That should hit us up.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all. And yeah, y'all ready to get into this week's episode?
Yeah, me and the other people
Should we-
are ready.
Should we review what we talked about? I feel like it's been so long. Can we just like do like a tiny recap about what we talked about last time? Just so they can be like, oh, your last episode was that. Then it's been a while, sis.
Sure.
Our last episode was Walter's World, which was our engineer. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. It's
Damn,
just
that was a
journey.
long time ago.
April 9th.
It's crazy.
Yes. So it's been a month almost, like maybe 4 or 5 days will make it a month. But yes, it was about Walter and all about how his journey, not just through life, but through music as well. So check that out. And yeah,
I'm baffled by how long it's been.
I
really
know.
am. It's crazy.
It's insane. But we're here now and we're back at it.
Right. We're back at it again.
All right.
All right, let's get into it.
So it's funny because I was just being weird as usual, and I was like, let me think. Why do they always say April showers bring May flowers? Because in my head, I automatically thought of like good times, bad times. And what do you know? I was right.
Where did that come from? BT dubs.
BT dubs.
By the way, where did that come from?
Wow, these new kids, man. April showers bring May flowers came from Thomas Tusser back in 1557. He had a collection of writings called Good Points of Husbandry. And basically, it did not say April showers bring May flowers. It actually said something a bit different. You know how their talk is
Right.
back in the day.
The showers of April.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not what it is. But basically, he wrote a book of collections like to be a good husband, good focal points to be a good husband, and he included April showers bring May shower. April showers bring May flowers. What the heck? That's not what I meant to say.
But what made you think of that?
Where did that come from? I was just because it was raining. It was really cold. In the last week of April, it was cold, and I was like, it's supposed to be raining, not snowing. It's like things are just happening, like weather-wise, that are out of whack. And even on the other flip side of things, oh sorry, I want to bring it up. Sweet April showers do bring May flowers, was what he said. But anyways, back to it. But yeah, so that was happening, and then like I was like so like busy. But then like, even with our podcast, things weren't going the way we planned for it to go. It was just a lot at one time. And I was like, God damn. Like, every time I turn around, like, something else is happening. Like, gosh. I was like, that's why that quote hit home for me. Because I'm like, it really is, like, raining. Like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
Not literally, but figuratively. And so I was like, hopefully the month of, and I looked at my calendar, like, the month of May seems lit for me. My family will be coming in town. My mom's going to be graduating, her graduation party. Then you have that Mother's Day brunch that we're going to be throwing. And I would like to travel if you know, plans open up for me to. So I was like, May seems lit, but April was just like, oh, a lot, you know? But that's where that kind of came from, for me to even look at what the originality of that was.
I got you.
So, but yeah, I guess we'll jump into, my questions.
Let's do it.
Well, Melanin Message. Sorry, our segment is called Melanin Message. Have you been experiencing a tough time as of late? How do you care to share?
You go first.
I just talked about it, but okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You did.
I did.
Did you have more to add to that?
I'll wait till after you say yours.
Of course you will.
Of course, yeah. I asked you.
How have I been experiencing a tough time? I think, probably like family stuff. Like, you don't know because, you have younger siblings.
Yeah,
you just,
sibling.
didn't grow up in the household with them.
Sibling.
You didn't grow up in the household with them. So I think that younger siblings are very entitled to every fucking thing. So just dealing with my sibling and his feeling like he is entitled to certain things and trying to get him out of that without pushing him away sort of thing. So that has been going on for a while actually. And just kind of dealing with, the loss of David probably. That's kind of like a shower in my life. And when I read the article, which we're probably going to get into in a little bit, it was saying that you should try to find the good in situations. And I think sometimes it's really hard to do.
Super hard.
Find the good or find the learning experience or the growth path. And that's it's hard, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I also, we're talking about the article we're going to definitely put in the description below so you guys can actually read that yourselves. But I do like in the article they made a point we're not talking about fake happiness where you're pick yourself up by your bootstraps. It's more okay, your bootstraps are broken, but what are ways, you know what I mean? Just being more gentle with not, you know what I mean? Not everything's gonna be copacetic, but
yeah, I don't think I was in the right state of mind when I was reading the article because I hated everything that he was saying. I was this is bullshit. This is trash.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. So I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
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 It be like that, y'all.
It do
really
be like that.
When people, when you're going through something
it's
and people...
perspective.
Yeah, and people tell you, it's going to get better. It's all for a reason.
No.
God is putting you through this for a reason. It's okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it's at that time, you really don't feel that way.
Yeah.
That shit feels terrible. And you're I just don't understand. I seen a meme that was what's the saying that everybody says while God putting you through stuff for a reason? I forget the saying.
I forgot too. There's so many of them.
Never mind. If I find it, I'll let y'all know. We'll talk about it.
Yes.
But
yeah, she's about to look it up, but I guess to answer the question as well, thanks for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
That was too quick of a response.
I can't be everything you need me to be, okay? I can't.
I ain't your man.
I can't.
Just trying to just say that was too quick. But have I been experiencing a tough time as of late?
She reading the question like she ain't the one that came up with the question.
I have to read it again to re-say. Somebody may have missed it. Who knows?
Fed up.
Have I been experiencing a tough time as of late? Yes, like I just mentioned, there was a lot going on in April. Yeah, just trying to get my footing, honestly.
Yeah, for real.
And how was there a lot going on? Like I said, planning my mom's graduation, making sure things go smoothly. And yeah, getting those things together. It was a lot. And me, I'm a person that if you don't care as much as me, I be getting mad. But then I be like, oh, well, it ain't your shit.
So have you, has this month of May been like...
April or May? I guess we're 4 days.
Yeah, we're in May.
Yeah.
Has this month of May been like those Mayflowers that you talk so highly of? Have you experienced that yet? Have things been like...
Well, more so basically the reason for this, April Shall Be Mayflowers, more so like your bad times set you up for your good times, I guess, or your bad times, or try to learn the lesson in your bad times so you can proceed with your good times or appreciate your good times or something of that nature is what I was going for. But Yes, I think that happens every day. My showers bring flowers every day, I would say. Not just April to May, but more so like day by day.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I was stressed out about, planning my mom's graduation. I'm like, she just wants all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna, deliver all this. But then I was also like, well, things will be okay. Like, she's not gonna be mad if this one little thing is out of place for Mariah. It's your mom. And also, she obviously cared about you that much that she even seen that you were good enough to do her graduation party for her.
Right.
So that was the flower in the shower. Or even, in April, that's when my gigs for my talent agency started to pick up. And I'm like, this is a lot. This is like really like kind of keeping me away from the job that I actually like now. I never have liked a job. And now it's like, dang, I don't want to like lose a job that I like because it's paying the bills. But I also like stop myself and I'm like, you actually like prayed for this to get more talent gigs. And now you're like upset or something like that. So I was just like, you know what? She'll understand. She'll be my boss.
I have something to add, actually. I was just thinking about it. So, to piggyback off, like, to answer the question with a different story, I have a friend who's, like, starting a business out, but she's been having kind of conflict with her 9-to-5 job, as far as, like, her job is not 9-to-5 at all, but I'm just saying that. Her day job. Or it's actually a night job, but it's a night job. That's why I said it's
the
not
job that pays her.
Right. So anyway, she's been having conflict with that job and trying to get her business off the ground. And then it was like she got, I think she got sick. So she had to kind of take some time off of work. And then they're like, well, you're going to be marked points. Like, for every day you call off, you're marked a point. And I think you have, like, 12 points until they fire you or something like that. So then she got into a car accident, so which made her have to miss work even more. Right. And she's just like, man, it's like, how you stressed out, like, about it. And then she got, with the car accident, she had to wear, like, a sling on her arm. And they told her that she couldn't come to work with the sling on her arm because she works in a bank, like, in the safe. Right. So they're like, I guess in their mind, it's like, you're going to steal or whatever. So anyways, I was just, when she was telling me about it, I was like, wow, because she told me that she couldn't go to work. Like, she's off from work, she's taking a leave. And I was just like, it's crazy how, like, the stuff that's going on in your life is pushing you to be the entrepreneur. Like, it's pushing you to like, do that full time. Yeah, like, now she's doing it full time because she kind of has to. And it's just like, wow, that's how That's that saying you were saying.
Yeah, what sucks, but it's good too. Because honestly, if she would have never got that, she would have never got sick, or she would have never. I can't even think of it. She would have never got sick, or the car accident would never happen. She would never been marked at point. Say, for instance, her job was just so great,
right?
That they were like, "You're good, stay home." Yeah,
she wouldn't have been pushed to do that.
You didn't even knock out points. Yeah, we're good here. Yeah, no worries. We understand. She would have been, all right, cool, and she would have been more content to stay there. Right. Now it's like, oh my god, I have to like grind to do this. Yeah, which is what I love doing. But now she's probably low key scared to have went all the way in because. That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary and it's expensive.
It's expensive. It's a risk.
It's definitely a risk, you know. But without high risk, there's like no high reward kind of thing. But yeah, so I just thought that story, bruh. I just thought that story related to what we're talking about, and I think that kind of relates to some. Well, I'll save that for later. Yeah. Continue.
So my next question is kind of what I stated earlier. So do you agree? Do you think your bad times prepare you for your good times?
Yeah. So like I said, when you're in it, it's like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, good times is coming shit. I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm not for it. Whatever. But then it's like the story I just told. Sometimes that stuff pushes you out of your comfort zone and pushes you to do things that you would have not ordinarily done if you were comfortable. Right. So I think sometimes, for me, God has to make me uncomfortable in order for me to take a step forward. Or to kind of move on. Right. So, yes, I do think the bad times do prepare you for the good. And I think that they make you appreciate them even more. Because I think you said, you didn't say it last week because it wasn't an episode. But you did say it last week. You were like, you wouldn't appreciate the good times without the bad times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Or you just honestly wouldn't even know the you wouldn't be able to coincide which was good, because you just want to see the two flip sides. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like you going to a restaurant, right? This is probably not a good analogy.
Go ahead, girl.
But I love food. And if you don't know what a waffle is, how could you really, you know what I mean? How could you really differentiate a waffle from a pancake? If you've always had a pancake, you've never tried a waffle, you don't even know if it's good or not, and then a waffle comes.
Don't knock it till you try it kind of thing.
No, I don't even know how to describe it.
There's this
okay, perfect. So me, I love waffles over pancakes.
I'm weak.
But I would have never been able to appreciate how good they were if I never would have ate other things that weren't as good as a waffle. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm able to differentiate which is better to me.
Gotcha.
In my opinion.
Gotcha.
But I wouldn't have known that if I would have never even had that waffle as a point of relation or a point of whatever. You know what the heck I'm trying to say, y'all. Brain fart. This is the earliest we recorded in a very long time. We used to record early this all the time, but now we haven't recorded early.
I know we should do some brain exercises.
We should have.
Before.
It's okay.
But I was watching this thing on Facebook. it's I guess it's a funny way of like saying what you were just saying. Mm-hmm. But the guy was like, it was a lesbian girl, mm-hmm. and she was talking to her other lesbian girlfriend, like they were just friends, and she was like, yeah, I used to mess with this dude. And the one girl was like, wait, you've been with a guy before? And the other girl was like, yeah, I've been with a guy. Haven't you? She's like, no. And she was like, well, how do you know if you're gay if you've never been with a guy? Like, I've been with a guy. That's how I know I like girls. And so she was like,
wait, we're not saying that means anything.
No. It's just
a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
That was said in this video.
So the girl who had never been with a guy before, she went to her friend and she was like, I need you to smash. No. She was like, I need you to smash.
And then after that got done, she knew she still was gay.
She actually, for the next video, she actually liked guys, but I think I just needed to finish the series because she might have went back to girls.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So they're trying to make it like a fun, okay.
Yeah, it was like a funny joke. Like,
gotcha.
Like when they started having sex, she like looked into the light like she seen Jesus or something. Like it was really dramatic.
It ain't even not.
But that reminded me of that story.
What show was this? I need to go see this little.
I'm gonna tag you on Facebook if I find it again. It's this comedian guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, y'all. That's what I guess they were trying to get at.
Yeah.
But
you never know until you try. Don't knock it till you try it.
They're probably like, what is y'all even talking about, dog? Y'all talking about good and bad times and shit.
Right. Let me ask you this question.
No, I'm gonna ask
since you want to ask questions and shit.
No.
How do you usually react to a tough time?
Now the Mariah react to it very well, I think. The Mariah before did not. I used to
stress the fuck out.
I used to stress out. I used to honestly, if we're being honest, can we be honest, y'all?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Woo, I'm passing a little hand claps in the background, a little cheer. Yes, we can be honest.
Preach, sister.
I was listening to something. I was listening to this podcast by this lady that like Girl CEO. And she was just saying that some people play victim. Mm. Every time something bad happens, oh my gosh, this always happens to me. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I can't stand this. Oh my gosh, it always happens to me. Instead of just taking a step back, like, you know what? This happened, but let me do what I can do, my part, so that it doesn't happen again. Or let me do my part so I could be like, okay, I tried my best with that situation. And if it doesn't go the way that I would have liked it to go, then I know that I did all that I could have done. Mm-hmm. Versus like saying, oh my god, woe is me, like, fuck, this always happens. Because I was really getting nowhere with that mind frame, mm-hmm. or that mindset. And I haven't done that in a very long time. But when I did do it, I had to catch myself like, okay, this is not always just happened to you. Like, you're not the only one that's had a bad day before. Like, ever, actually. It's just the way that you're making your bad day a bad week, and now a bad month, and now a bad year, because you're literally, this all in your head. It's all made up. So what you can do is, yeah, that happened, yeah, that was sucky, yeah, that person sucked, but that's them. That's on them. That situation is on them. You did what you could have done. The next steps to do better.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case is. So then right now, if I am feeling a type of way, let's say I'm feeling frustrated or angry, I will literally be quiet. And I'll literally talk to myself. It's really crazy that some people out there don't have internal dialogue. I think some people don't have that. It's really mind-boggling because I really talk to myself all the time. Got like 6 people in my head. And we sit here and talk to ourselves, and we just sit here and think, sis, why are you mad? Okay, you're mad because this happened. Okay, cool. So what can you do to not have that happen again? Oh, you can't do nothing because that's not on you? Okay, well then you can't do nothing. That's not on you. Oh, you can do something? Then do that. Okay, you did that. Great. Did it go the way you wanted it to go? Sure did. Perfect. Now we know doing this helps with this. It didn't go great. Okay, well then we know doing this did not help with this. Let's try some other methods next time. Just trying to rework my framework if a bad time happens. Or if it's something that's literally out of my control, I'll sit there. I'll let myself feel it for the whole day. Or maybe the whole fucking couple days and actually feel those emotions. But okay, all right, I felt that. That was okay to feel. Now, moving forward, what do I do?
Yeah.
That's what I do now.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. There was before the like past 6 months when something would happen, like my check engine light would come on, or one of the lights would come on in my car, or like a bill would be past due or something like that. I would like over stress about it. Like it'll just ruin my whole day. I would cry. Everything would happen at once. Like everything will start falling.
Check engine light came on, past due bill, right. You got a parking ticket.
Right. Everything would kind of happen at once, and it would just be like you said, like, well, it's me. I can't continue on. But I'm learning to kind of just like, okay, this happened. What can I do about it? Or what can't I do about it? And just moving forward, just do what I can.
Right.
And not like trying to bring it with me, for the rest of the fucking year like I usually do. Because I usually would drag stuff on and be like you said, well, it's me. I always pick the longest lines. I always pick, the wrong fucking t-shirt up. I got a whole, just the wrong stuff. But if you continue thinking like that, then nothing's ever going to change. So I usually react before I would react in a shitty way to bad times. But I'm trying to like just be calm and not be so impulsive, because anybody who knows me knows I'm a really impulsive person. So I just try not to be that way anymore with when stuff happens.
That is literally me.
Yeah.
So,
were you looking? Okay, I was about to say, were you looking for something?
Yes, I was. A quote by Rumi. Okay. I've always heard this, but I want to quote it again. Okay. So, because you were saying how, you were saying, what can I do? And I even said this too, like, I just try to do what I can do, and that's it. And so, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. But today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. And if we all just, like, change us, then that would probably give people the inspiration to change. So if it didn't, it's like there's one more good person on the earth. Yeah. Or whatever the case is. I just thought that quote just superseded with what we were saying.
Yeah, I agree. Last question. Let me go to it. What steps will you incorporate to appreciate the good times and be calm in the bad? I think you kind of just talked about this. What? You want me?
I wanted to read it.
Go ahead, read it.
What steps will you incorporate?
You're childish as fuck.
Appreciate all the good times and be calm in the bad. I'm just kidding. What we just said, honestly, just literally taking a step back, analyzing the situation, saying, yes, this happened. Yes, I feel this way. Yes, I'm going to allow myself to feel this way. And then what can I do to progress forward?
Okay.
That's the steps that I would take. So when I do that and the good stuff comes, I'm like, yeah, man, I fucking deserve this shit. Because I did what I could do in the bad shit. When it was happening, I literally kept even level, even head, or whatever. I did what I could do.
Yeah. So from the article, I found something to answer this question that was kind of helpful. Even though I fucking hate this article.
She did, y'all. I was trying to...
I'm like, this is bullshit.
It was a Berkeley study that they did, but go ahead, friend.
I thought it was bullshit just because I don't know, it takes a special kind of way to talk to me for me to kind of understand. And somebody could probably be saying the same thing just in a different way.
But look, in the article, y'all, it wasn't too condescending. It said, so telling people simply to buck up, count their blessings, and remember how much they still have to be grateful for can certainly do much harm. Processing a life experience through a grateful lens does not mean denying negativity. It is not a form of superficial happyology. Instead, it means realizing the power you have to transform an obstacle into an opportunity. It means reframing a loss into a potential gain, recasting negativity into positive channels for gratitude.
Yeah, that's the only part of the article I agree with. And this one I'm about to read.
Go ahead,
friend. So, yeah. That's how I felt about this article, y'all. But I want y'all to read it so you can let me know what you thought about it.
We're going to definitely have the link, y'all know.
So there was a quote in the article, and it reads as follows: emotional venting without accompanying insight does not produce change. No amount of writing about the event will help you unless you're able to take a fresh, redemptive perspective on it. Mm-hmm. This is an advantage that grateful people have and is a skill that anyone can learn. So when I would go through hard times, I had this counselor, and I was going through hard times. When I would go through hard times and I would tell her about it, I would just be venting in the session. Mm-hmm. Like, I would just tell her, like, I would dump on her. Like you said, you don't like dumping on your friends. I would dump on her because that's her job.
Oh, yeah, I pay her.
Right. So you gonna get this.
Right.
So I would tell her about all my problems, and she would give me like a 1 or 2 word response. So at the end of the session, I would feel empty. Like, I would feel probably worse than I did going in, because it's like I poured out, but you didn't give me anything to fill me back up, which is what I think a counseling session is and should be.
Right.
So, but with this new lady, I found that when I tell her stuff, she kind of gives me like a rebuttal to make me think about what I could do, or to think about the way that I think that will change my behavior. Mm-hmm. So simply venting about something really sometimes does nothing if you didn't learn anything from that venting session, or you didn't get anything out of that venting session. And I know I write a lot period, and without like learning from my writing or going back and saying, okay, what can I learn from this? It's like, it's really for nothing. And it's just like, I'm just going to keep going in the same cycle over and over again. If you go through a tough time and you didn't learn anything from it, I promise you will go through it again.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So just keep that in mind when you're going through some shit. Okay, what can I learn from this? Because if you don't learn nothing, you're going to go through it again. And trust me, I know.
Man. Same.
I know. So that was a quote that I found helpful
in the study,
in the article.
And it was a study, you guys. I'm gonna just say the study. So I'll say the study and what they did. Okay. A growing body of research has examined how grateful recasting works. In a study conducted at Eastern Washington University, participants were randomly assigned to one of 3 writing groups that would recall and report on an unpleasant open memory, a loss, a betrayal, victimization, or some other personally upsetting experience. The first group wrote for 20 minutes on issues that were irrelevant to their open memory. The second group wrote about their experience pertaining to their open memory. And researchers asked the third group to focus on the positive aspects of a difficult experience and discover what about it might now make them feel grateful. Results show that they demonstrated more closure and less unpleasant emotional impact than participants who just wrote about the experience without being prompted to see ways it might be redeemed with gratitude. So yeah, that's it.
Thanks for that.
That was the study that we're, talking about right now. But yes, you guys, so that is that. So that just leads into what I was saying. Trying to be grateful for the showers, so we can get our well-deserved flowers. Not to say we don't deserve them if we're not grateful for the showers. Just saying, when the flowers come, they'll smell more delightful.
Bruh, who's grandma?
So that's all I have to say. And we are going to do a little promo. Nola Skin Essentials is a Black-owned, cruelty-free vegan brand, and it is made by a Black woman, and I am a part of Nola Skin Essentials. I absolutely adore them. I'm a Nola babe, and if you use my code Mariah XO, you can get 15% off a purchase if it is not a bundle or a trial size package, you can get it. I actually recently just bought a kale cleanser for my guy, and I bought me some plum polish for my body, and I absolutely adore all those essential stuff. Their brightening C serum has really helped with the reduction of my hyperpigmentation and my dark spots, and I really like it. You guys know I would not vouch for a company if I did not. And I actually spend my own coins on it, so I actually really love this company. It's just great that I get to work with them. But I say that to say, try out some of their products. Let me know what you think. And I will say my favorite cleanser from them at the moment is their clarifying foam cleanser, because it just gets very sudsy, and I'm a child and I love suds. But it's also very good for, reducing acne and hoping it's not come back again. I know there's a very good medical term for that, but I don't know how to say it. So use my code MariahXO to get 15% off. Let me know what you think. Okay, so for Convos of Mariah this week, you guys, I decided to ask you guys on Instagram. My Instagram is Mariah_amazing. What you all think about this topic. So I asked you a simple question, and maybe not a so simple answer, was how do you react to a tough time? And me and you already said what we thought, but I'm going to get some of your responses. So it's just Angel_. If you listen to our episode of The Roads That Grew From Concrete, you can hear Angel speak on our show. But I will read Angel Smith's response. She says she does a tough time by acknowledging it, and that is a tough situation, but still give thanks for everything that I have. That's how she does a tough time. Thank you, Angel. Our lovely friend Makida, MAKIDA_Y. Hey girl. She went to Columbia with Makida. You can look at my YouTube blog or whatever and see her in there, her cute self. She says she deals with a tough time with her faith. Ashley Goodnow, are you good now _ that is such a cute name.
I know.
On Instagram is, I cry to my mom, then God, and ask for peace of mind and the strength to get through it. I feel like I can never ask for a storm to pass, only the peace and tools to help me get through the storm.
Amen.
Amen, Ashley. And Keisha Marie Cole, hey Keisha girl. She says, lately, I try to focus on what the lesson is and how I can do things differently going forward. I think that's what we said a lot too here on the show today. Mm-hmm. Fat Boy is Slim, shout out to you. Definitely a supporter. We appreciate you. He says, look inward. Focus on what I can control. We also said some of that too a little bit. Brandy Mills, BRANDI Mills, MILLZ, says, keep light, keep positivity around, and know things get better. You grow in words. It becomes a lesson. Of course, the beginning is to beat yourself up, but I eventually see better things coming out of it. Tough times help me get to know me in the midst of being down. And Molly Girl, shout out to Molly, says, I take a stress, eat, pray, nap, and in that order. Then I wake up to be totally okay to conquer the world.
That sounds good.
And last one, but not least, Taylor_XVI says, I cry, pray, and meditate. I nap, and I regroup, which is very similar to what Molly said as well. So thank you all for answering. Really appreciate your responses. And I really always appreciate that.
Yeah, you got a lot of responses this week.
Yeah, I got a ton, and I really appreciate each one. So thank you guys for really appreciate it. Well, what about you, UnaDish? What do you have for us to be cooking to make us feel good?
So I have a couple things for you guys.
Okay.
The first thing, did you listen to the Friend Zone last week?
Of course. Of course.
Every week, huh?
Every week. I'm a dedicated listener.
So, this week, actually, the Friend Zone had registered dietitians, I think they were called.
Yes. The Food Haven.
On the show, and they discussed something that I'm like, I agree with wholeheartedly. Like, I am not a person who enjoys diets at all.
No, I can't do it. I can eat better.
Of course, yeah.
But diets, like, I'm only nitpicking. No.
Yeah, like no carbs, no this, no sugar, no. I can't fuck with it. Just being honest, and it's. I can probably do it for a day, and then the next day I'll like binge on sugar.
I can supplement that, like that sugary drink with like I'm gonna drink water. Or I'm gonna drink less sugar, but I can't be like I'm having no sugar ever again. Yeah, like, that's just not me.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they came on and discussed the things that they discussed. One of the things they said, which was really important, is just kind of like the My Plate method. I think.
Asante brought that up.
No, he did the.
complete my
finish
plate.
complete my plate. But they brought up the my plate method as far as like
what you need to have on
not
your plate.
instead of having the food pyramid, having like what portions you should have on your plate.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, which I thought was really helpful because usually, like when I cook, you know, I'll cook like a starch, a meat, and then a vegetable. But I don't do like majority of my plate vegetables, which is what is it?
Yeah.
What you're supposed, not what you're supposed to do.
It's,
but
it's recommended.
Yeah, what's a good idea for you to do?
Right.
And I really don't care about like looking a certain way. I just want to be healthy. And I do want my stomach to go down a little bit, but I mean, I feel like once I get more healthy, that'll just happen naturally.
It'll just come on.
So I recommend that you go to their website. I think if you Google Food Haven, you'll
find them.
Yeah, you'll find the website. And I really enjoyed the conversation that they had, and I'm like, yeah, this is something that I can actually do.
Right.
This is something I won't have to stress myself out about.
Right.
They're just like, maybe you could just cut back on it, you know, not cut it out completely, but just cut back. Because I know a lot of, like, even at my job, everybody's on the diet, and I'm like, sorry for you, sis.
It don't last long.
I can't
always
do
thought
it.
that was so crazy when people would be having Diet Cokes. And I'd be like,
yes.
why not just have less of the real stuff?
Exactly.
Which is
what
you know about it. You know that Diet Cokes are not the greatest.
They're not better for you
at all. They're actually worse.
They're not better for you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So with that in mind, this week I came back from my trip and I was like, I'm not cooking, but I need to get food because I have to work the next day and the next day. So I just went to Walmart and actually got a rotisserie chicken.
Hey, salad. You can make soup. You can make tortillas, tacos.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna say. So if you're like just coming back from out of town and you're like, I need to have food for the rest of the week, or you really just don't feel like cooking or whatever, I would say go get you a rotisserie chicken and you can make little meals out of it. I made some rice and I bought like one of those boxes of salad, and the first day I had a chicken salad, the next day I had chicken and rice with salad on the side. This morning I had eggs and chicken on a tortilla. So I'm like, you can do so much with it.
What would you recommend for those that don't eat chicken? They're pescatarian or vegetarian?
As far as like what?
A quick thing to get that would incorporate all kind of food, like how the taste of chicken like plays a big major role in your food making.
I would say a stew is really easy, especially if you have a slow cooker. You can cut up your favorite vegetables and just
get some squash and stuff.
Yeah, and just put it in there with vegetable broth and your favorite seasonings, and you have a vegetable stew. And it's really easier than you think. You just need those vegetables and some rice.
Won't be more than $10.
Right. That's what I would probably recommend, or a salad. But people get tired of salads.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can always play around. Yeah, you can always play around with the salad.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I think.
Okay.
So that's it for UnaDish this week, you guys.
Yes, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go to Black Business though, because I know you had a Black Business you wanted to talk about. But you got Tamel's embroidery.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
it's on
we
on my
talked
outline,
about this a couple times.
We did, but we didn't get
that's
to air
why
it.
just
Yeah.
So I feel like we did, but we definitely didn't. So I want to shout out Skullies Embroidery on Instagram. Tamel's birthday was a couple weeks ago, and he's so vain. He really is. So
okay, don't do him like that.
He really is vain. So I got him a hat, and I got his stage name on it. It's embroidered on a black hat, and it was really great quality, great customer service, and it got here like in perfect timing.
Perfect.
So I want to shout out Skullies Embroidery on Instagram. You can follow him, and his website is on here, so you can click the link. Actually it says if you want $15 off your first order, click here. So
might want to do that, y'all. Get that.
You might want to go to his Instagram to order stuff. It looks like he embroiders all type of stuff. So shirts, wallets, definitely dad hats. Looks like he got some hoodies on here, so check him out.
Yes. That's
what I have for Black Business of the Week.
Okay.
And you guys, if you have any Black businesses that you want to shout out or broadcast, please let us know.
Absolutely.
We're always down for sharing.
Or if you even want like promo, let us know. Work something out.
We could definitely work something
Absolutely. out. We would definitely love to help out your business.
Yes.
Be a system. But yeah, so if we obviously agree with it,
Right, if we like it.
Right, if it's something that fits.
If you selling Confederate flags, we ain't promoting your business.
Absolutely not. But then I feel like people would start Confederate flags for not start our episode at all.
True.
They'll see melanin voices, but no.
No melanin.
Oh, hell no. But final thoughts, any last words you want to share with everyone before we leave?
The article did have some
oh, yes. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I wanted to say some stuff, but go ahead. I think you're going to say what I was going to say.
Go ahead, Mariah.
No, go say it. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll just give you one of the questions, and then Mariah can give
there's 5 questions.
I'm just going to give the one that I like the most.
Oh, okay.
So it basically gives you questions to ask yourself if you're going through an unpleasant experience. You can probably do it 2 ways. You can probably do it while you're going through the experience and afterwards, because I'm pretty sure your responses will be different. So one of the questions, I'm gonna give you 2. One of the questions you can ask yourself after experiencing a tough time is, what lessons did this experience teach me? Which we talked about a million times.
We did
today. Also, what ability did the experience draw out of me that surprised me? Which is something that people don't give themselves enough credit for when they're going through hard stuff. You don't realize, shit, that was really strong of me to go through this with only crying 1 time a day, or to go through this without asking for help, or to go through this with asking for help. So people never really recognize the strength in themselves when they're going through the tough times, and I think that's important to shine a light on.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. And the other ones were, can I find ways to be thankful for what happened to me now, even though I was not at the time it happened? How am I now more the person I want to be because of it? Have my negative feelings about the experience limited or prevented my ability to feel gratitude in the time since it occurred? And has the experience removed a personal obstacle that previously prevented me from being grateful?
I think all those questions are important to ask. And you can even come up with your own questions to ask yourself while you're going through tough times or afterwards.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, whatever helps you, grow inwardly is all that is. We need some good people on the earth, man. So handle your shit first.
Yeah, I know it might suck, but you can get through it. You can get through it. And if you need your support system, ask for them. Right. If you don't have a support system, reach out to us.
You be your support system.
You be your own support system.
Or reach out to us, yeah.
Or you can reach out to us, and we'll do the best that we can to give you the best advice we have.
Yes.
So you can do it, guys. I believe in you.
Thank you. And if you want to listen to these questions or see the study or just see why Una hated the damn study that much, hated the article that much more, you can head to our description and you will see the link to the study. And I think that I'm going to try to get this episode to you guys a day before, since we've been away for so long. That'll be my treat to y'all. Instead of waiting until Tuesday, you'll have it on Monday instead.
Ooh, yes. Give it a little treat.
Yeah, we doing it on Saturday, so why not,
Oh, today is Saturday, huh?
It is.
I don't know what the hell. I'm just
going on?
all over
just
the place.
Running around.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. Thanks for tuning in.
We appreciate you guys.
We love you so much. Bye.